Welcome back, class, to another Shut Up and Draw, where we hang out together, listen to some tunes, and draw on either screen or paper. My name is Sonja, and I'm a motion designer who likes to illustrate. If you'd like to support me and haven't already, you can subscribe. And I live stream every Tuesday and Friday. We haven't done Shut Up and Draw for quite some time, and since my other series, Animation Collab, is currently on hold until I can arrange a date for Andy and me to stream together to continue that project, I'm going to do some Shut Up and Draw. And I thought I could illustrate something new because I don't have a whole bunch of illustration projects that are unfinished already. But I'm currently listening to a podcast, and it's a drama podcast. So I don't quite know what to call it. I've seen this term online, drama podcast. And basically, it's like an audiobook, but it's acted out. There's actually a term in German for this. It's an Audio-Hörspiel, which means it's an audio listening drama. So let's just stick with drama podcast. So it's not your regular interview style podcast, but it's a story that's acted out by voice actors. And this particular one is by BBC Radio 4, and it's about, well, it's a whole new concept. It's not just a drama podcast. So I've only recently discovered drama podcasts for myself. I never thought I was a person who'd want to listen to that because I struggle listening to audiobooks because my thoughts trail off, and I'm having a hard time sticking with the story. So I kind of gave up on audiobooks. But drama podcasts are a whole other thing. It's not just somebody reading out, and they're not just describing the action. They are doing the action, as much as you can do in audio. But it's a whole other thing, and it really immerses me in the story, different to a regular audiobook. And so this particular podcast that I found, which is by the BBC Radio 4, it's called Forest 404, and it's part podcast, so part drama podcast, part soundscape, because it's all about audio and sound, and it's set in the future where data is like space for data is coveted, so there's a limited amount of space for data, and they have to decide which audios and bits of data they need to delete from the past to make room for new data. And so some of these sounds that they have are these recordings of nature and jungles and animals. And so that's the soundscape part. And then the third part, which I found incredibly interesting, was research. So it's kind of like a talk. So in line of your regular podcast style, where somebody's talking about a topic that they have information on or they are an authority on. And this, the research that is being discussed, or the talks that are being discussed, are all around this sound study, which is just an incredible all-arounder. This entire drama podcast, I don't know if it was conceived as being an advertising for this research they're doing into sounds, into nature sounds, or if it was just, if it landed, not landed, if it was just an opportune podcast to insert this research into, I don't know. But basically, they talk about things. The research is so well connected with the drama podcast, with the soundscapes. It all kind of interlocks. And the research is basically around why you should listen to sound. The title of this video. Hi, Simon. Welcome. So if you didn't catch that, today is going to be Shut Up and Draw and not Animation Collab. So I won't be working on the animation with Andy. Yes, right. So the story-driven podcast in German is called Hörspiel. And it's essentially when a audiobook is not just read out, but played out. So with sound effects, with music, as if it was kind of like a stage play, but in audio-only format. And yeah, so this study, this Forest 404 study and podcast is based on study that has been done previously where researchers have noticed that people who spend more time around nature have physical and mental benefits. So this is already a proven fact. But based on that research, they discovered that they didn't know if you have to physically be in nature or if it would be enough for somebody living in the city, for example, to just listen to nature, if that would also have a benefit. So that's this study, and they created this whole podcast around it, or vice versa. I don't know which way around it was. I just find it amazing. I mean, I love studies around the brain, neuroscience, mental health, all of that. Extremely fascinating to begin with. And now that I've discovered the story-driven podcasts and them linking, it's just, it's like a whole other world. Yeah, so that's super interesting. If you want to know more about this podcast, this episode is not advertising for this podcast. I'm trying to get to the design that I would like to make, but to give you a little bit more background, I think because I'm excited, I'm talking louder than normal. Sorry if the audio is peaking. I have a tiny fly here. Sorry, that was also a loud sound. So if you're interested in this podcast, it's available on Spotify and most other platforms, or on the BBC website as well. It's called Forest 404. And there is also a little synopsis. If you go to bbc.co.uk/forest, there is also a synopsis of what this is about, what the study is about, what the podcast is about, what the idea behind it is. So you can read more about that there. And now, branching off of that, because I really love this podcast, I thought maybe I could go with a design that merges this nature. So I was thinking of a tree that is like half organic and half circuit board. So similar to the design that we had for Andy's animation in the Animation Collab series. So one part would be like this circuit board thing. Actually, I can just grab that and copy this over to here. So something like this. So part tree, and then it kind of branches off, and part is like this digital landscape of the circuit board, and the other part will be like an organic tree thing. So I thought maybe I'll go down that route and kind of see what I can come up with. Yeah, and since this is Shut Up and Draw, I will be putting on some lo-fi Creative Commons music and design while I'm doing that. If you have a design or even a sketch that you'd like to do it alongside me. You can listen to the music that I'm listening to. You can drop me questions in the chat. Feel free feel free to send me screenshots of your images, but I don't think you can actually send those in the chat. But if you'd like to share your sketches with me, you can follow me on Instagram and tag me in your sketches, and I'd love to see those. So yeah, if you'd like to draw together with me, go ahead, grab your paper and pencil, or pen and iPad, if that's what you prefer, and let's get drawing. I have some music ready, some lo-fi music. Just need to turn on the desktop audio. And
atravesarla como una procesión, por colores, tamaños y promesas. Por época, por tacto y por sabor. Estoy lleno de sombras, de noches y deseos. Nostalgias, se van. Enfermo, grave. Si tú murieras, las estrellas, a pesar de su lámpara encendida, perderían el camino. ¿Qué sería del universo?
Y me vas a seguir amando en el día en que ya no me quieras.
Voy a seguir amándote, aún el día que ya no te quiera.
don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out.
So today I'm doing a little bit of drawing. Normally we animate on this channel. I do live streams around animation, motion graphics, and illustration. And one of my streaming series is Shut Up and Draw, which is what we're doing today. And this illustration is based on a podcast that I was listening to, which is called Forest 404. So for anybody who missed the introduction to today's stream, I've been listening to this story-driven drama podcast, and it's part story, part soundscape, which is sounds that of an environment that you can listen to, and part study. And it talks about how sounds of nature might be beneficial to us physically and mentally. And they are basing this study on a previous study where it has already been proven that being around nature is beneficial to you physically and mentally. And now this new study is based on if just listening to nature sounds would be enough to improve your physical and mental health. And this podcast is, like I said, part study, but also part drama, story-driven podcast. So it has a storyline where kind of these two worlds meet, the future where everything is about technology, and the past where there was nature and forests and all that stuff. So now I am kind of doing this tree illustration where it's like part tree and part circuit board. That's the idea behind it. This program that I'm currently working on is called Adobe Illustrator and is for vector-based illustration. So it's essentially drawing on a computer in vector format. So it's not for animation. Usually I animate in Adobe After Effects. And yes, normally I do animation work, and every so often, or as part of my animation work, I also illustrate. And this is part of the illustration. I'm gonna have to go in at some point and kind of adjust some of these curves, because from close up they look fine, but from far away it's too wiggly, this line. I don't like that. And this is like super close to the edge here, so I probably want to fix that as well. Let's see. I'd actually like to put this somewhere else. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. I'm probably going to be streaming the Shut Up and Draw for the next few streaming sessions. I stream every Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. CET. So if you'd like to join me, you can do that on Twitch or YouTube, and you can also watch all past streams on my YouTube channel. So, and yeah, so during these upcoming streams, if you have some drawing that you would like to do and you would like to join me as part of the Shut Up and Draw, feel free to come along and not just watch, but participate in the drawing activity. Oh, I also need to grab. Okay, I need to grab this differently, like that. I just want to pull that down a little bit so it's not quite so close to the edge up there. Also, there's a lot going on here, so maybe I'll reduce the amount of lines here just because there is a lot going on up here. Okay. And this side is now the digital side of the tree. Let's see if that is going to work the way I've imagined it. I think I want this side to be slightly thicker. Whoops. So somehow the tree is getting very, very thick up here. I think I want the trunk to be a little wider. right. What do you think of... I'm gonna mute the music for a second. Yeah, this is basically it. This is my illustration. It's kind of plain. I could see there's some things that I could improve. On a first glance, I'm not sure what exactly. So I'd probably need to come back to this and kind of... yeah, I shouldn't have done the outline and the fill before I finished the design, but yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I think... Ooh, wait, I have an idea. How about... It could definitely do with some light and shadow, some like detail, but I just thought maybe, what about if I displace the fill? What is that gonna do? Like something like this? Oh, that's already so much more interesting. Do I like it though? Do I like it, or does it just look interesting? I kind of like it. Do I have to do it for all of the fills? Also, does it bother me that this overlaps? Yes, I think it does. I think I would need to then adjust this so that it still covers both of those, both the displacement and the... I can go this way, yeah, sure, why not? Oh, whoops, oh, that was the wrong one. Let's see, something like... I guess here I'd actually have to change the curve, but then, yeah, something like that. Hello, welcome to the stream. I don't know if you were here in the beginning, but today was a shut up and draw instead of a animation collab, since I need to wait for Andy's approval on the storyboard before I continue working on that. And the next few streams will probably, most of them or all of them, will be shut up and draw. So if you have any drawing, any illustration that you'd like to do or just practice, feel free to join me on the Tuesday and the Friday stream. Oops. Damn it. I keep not grabbing the handle. I like this displaced texture. Now the question is, do I need to do the same thing? Let's see what it looks like. So foliage, circuit, fill. Oops. And then this one will have the fill but not the and this one will have the not the fill. Okay, and then I can... Ooh, that's way more displaced than the other one. Was I more zoomed in? Does it displace it less? Oh, I like this. This is looking cool. But yeah, I think I want to displace it just a little bit less. And I want to make sure that these intersections are covered when I displace it, so we don't have like weird line stuff going on. Oh, I like this. But I do want it to be displaced just a little bit more. How far can I push this? Not really much further. Okay, yeah, so now you've been informed about the streaming schedule. Oh, but I like it when it's displaced more. But then I'm revealing the intersections. I don't think I like that. Okay, what if I displace them at different amounts depending on how big the circle is? Is that gonna look shit? Let's try that. I'm gonna displace these big ones more than I displace the small ones. Oops. That was the wrong one. I want this. No, come on. I like this amount of displacement. Let me... Yeah, it looks really weird on these ones, on these small ones. Actually, it's just the tiny ones that are weird. So maybe just grab these tiny ones and maybe just push those back a little bit. Any of the tiny ones missing? No. Okay. Just until the over the intersection. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Because you can't see the little space with the tiny ones anyway. I like that. What is this? Is that just a center point? I guess. Okay. Then, yeah, the foliage has to also be displaced. Foliage. Outline. Foliage. Fill. Oh yeah, they're not supposed to have the fill. Okay, that's fine. Wait. This one's supposed to have the outline. Okay. And this one's supposed to have the fill. Okay. Not the outline. Okay. But from this one, I can remove some of them because, like, oh, need to freeze that. Yeah, like this. I don't need that in the fill. Oh, foliage strokes. Yeah, these should all be there. Okay. What else? Yeah, it's just this one. And this one. They don't need to be in the fill. Well, well, well. Should I add some shadow, I wonder? I also noticed that this is behind this fill. I'd prefer if that was not behind. More like that. Oh, that's so interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, these ones are different to this one. If I was a tree, you know what? When I was growing up, and I was growing up in Germany, there were these trees. It looked very similar to the tree in my reference image here. Where's my reference image here? This tree. It has like this white bark, and it, yeah, it's got this like black and white kind of flecked bark. I don't know what the name of the tree is, but I always thought they were super beautiful. So I would like to be that tree. Also, this, like, in this illustration, the way the foliage looks, it's like, you know, like anime wavy hair. It's so nice. I don't like some of these curves, so I'm gonna smooth them out a little bit. I think I'm just gonna go for a rounded curve here, because the not rounded one looks just a little bit strange. Yeah, is that a good representation of nature, half digitalization? That's where I'm going with this. I don't like the background color. It looks like gray. It's not supposed to be gray. I really want to go with a color that's already in my color palette, but I have a feeling that I can't, because my color palette colors are very strong. Maybe I'll just take this and tone the blue down and the brightness down a little bit. Let's go with this and this. No. It looks super gray again. I want it to be more like bluish. Guess it needs a little bit more saturation. Let's bring the brightness all the way up. And then, yeah, that's better. And then I can maybe bring the saturation down. And then I can maybe... How's that? Oh, that's very nice of you, Raul. Second Raul, I guess. Thank you for watching the live stream. I appreciate your support. All right, opinions. Give me your opinions. What are you thinking? I'm not sure about the color palette. I really like the displaced fill. I really like. I do like the color of the tree, actually. But there's something missing and I can't figure it out. I don't know if I want to add shadows, like in my reference image there's like these few shadows, but I don't want to go to comic style. I mean, it's very vector, but this like bluish background, it's not really working for me. I'm not sure which way to go with this. So if you have any ideas, do throw them my way in the chat, and we can make this a little cooler together. Let's see, maybe... Yeah, it's definitely the background color, right? It's like something up with that. I'm gonna see if Adobe Color can suggest a pastel blue to me. Pastel blue. That is maybe better. Is it coloring it? Yeah, it is coloring it. Oh, it was kind of the same color. Okay. We need something very... Oh, no. I want to go back to explore. Pastel blue. Okay. Maybe we don't want blue. I don't know about this one. I definitely don't want to go to gray. I mean, white is just so bland, right? No, it definitely has to be a bright color. The dark is not bringing out the green and the vanilla color of the tree. Definitely a bright color, but I don't think I want to go for white. Actually, this one has a bit of a tint of red, I think. No, it's pure white. I'm just... Yeah, it was literally just pure white. But I guess we can go with pure white. What if... Okay, let's do it this way. Let's go with pure white, and I just mix in a little bit of red. Let's see. What if we go... Saturation, just a tad. And maybe the brightness up a little bit, huh? Brightness down. Is it coloring it? I can't see a difference. I don't know if I have to get out of this to actually see a difference. Yeah, I do. Okay, well, that's interesting. I actually quite like that. Like a little pinkish color. It can be a little bit more subtle, I think. We can take the saturation down just to 1%. And maybe we'll go into the magenta instead of the orange. Let's see. Okay. Just a little... I'll try the orange again. Let's go back into the more of the orangey red. I think I like this one, but I do want... Okay, the saturation is already at 3, so I don't think I want to go any lower. Maybe I'll bring the brightness down just to get a little bit more of this. No. Then that's making it too dark. Okay. Maybe the hue. Okay, let's go more into the orange. Okay, you know what? I cannot do this in that view. I'm gonna have to go in here because I cannot see anything. It's not updating the colors immediately. Yeah, okay. So oh, more in this like yellowy, orangey. Yeah, I like it. What if we go 1 brightness lower? Alright. No, it's definitely cannot have the gray. It looks terrible with the gray. So this is white. I know we are now conditioned not to see white anymore, but yeah, I think the 3% with the 52-degree hue, which should be like a yellow. So if I was to go in this saturation all the way up, it would become a yellow like that. And at 3%, it looks like this. I think I like it. All right, what else is missing? Let me know. Something I feel like... Oh, actually, this should probably not be ending in the middle of nowhere. Let's put that back here. I don't know about this thing at the bottom here. I didn't want it to go like straight down, but it seems like random that it just appears like this. I don't know about this. What if I make it smaller? Whoops, no. Oh, it's so weird, this. Yeah, maybe like that. I don't know. Boys and girls. Maybe I can have like a little branch coming out from there. Like, you know. Whoa, why am I not seeing this? No, come on. I want this one. I want this one. So what if I do like a little one of these? Oh, no. I want to highlight both. Why can't I highlight both? I have to go all the way close, too far away. And maybe like a tiny little one here. Oh, oh, need to lock the background. No, that's weird. I don't know. Well, it does add a little bit of interest at the bottom. No. No, that's distracting from the bottom. I don't like it. Away with ya. Okay, how about this? How about I put like a ground down or something like that? Maybe that's gonna bring it together. So no, the other way. It's more like And then this one. No. Eh. Hmm. Definitely not. I don't know where I'm going with this. Maybe it should also start down here. What do you think? I don't know what to do about this. It's not really adding anything, I don't feel like. Or maybe something like this. Yeah, I'm not sold on it. I'm not sure if it's adding anything to the overall look. What do you think? Is it doing anything for the design? I'm not sure. Does add a little bit of grounding, I guess. Maybe I'll get rid of the video safe guides so we can see this without that, and also the crosshairs. Okay, that's a little cleaner. It's a little close to the edge. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Maybe this needs to come from this little bit there. Maybe it needs to go the other way. Now it's creating like a ground. Before it was kind of looking odd. Okay, okay. Now we're getting somewhere, I think. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Oops. Okay, there we go. Alright, 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 alright. I think I like it. I'm looking at the OBS monitor just to kind of see it from a different perspective, and I think I actually like it. I wonder if I want all of these touching that extruded, the displaced fill, because this one, for example, it's not touching it. And I'm considering if I should move it in such a way that it is touching it. I think it's okay that they're not touching. I don't know. Guess it could be like this. And I need the foliage strokes to kind of be above, I guess, the foliage strokes here. No. I know this can't be seen from far away, but it bothers me. Yeah, that's the problem. I can't cover both at the same time. Yeah, okay, then this is close enough. But this kind of needs to be behind the stroke. Let's go about it like this. Oh, but I don't like that it's behind it. I kind of want it behind here, but above this. Oops. No, I want this one here. Yeah, maybe it can be like this. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, I like it. Which makes this look rather odd. Maybe this shouldn't have this second. Maybe it should. I don't know. Okay, yeah. I think I am where I would like to be. What you think? So essentially we're going for this type of thing only without the human. Yeah. So instead of human and nature, we have nature and technology. If I can... No, I can't anymore. I was thinking maybe I'll make this a little bit more bold. Whoops. So it's not quite so tiny down there. And the only thing I don't like about this is that it so abruptly goes into the straight line. I want it to go into the straight line, but not quite so abruptly. Yeah, that's better. Yay! We did it! We finished a thing in one stream instead of spending 100 streams on it. Yay! Are you proud of yourself for joining in and being part of this journey with me? You can, you know. Well, that is it, folks. That concludes today's Shut Up and Draw. I will switch to full screen and I will take these off because I was speaking quite loudly, actually. They are a little bit noise cancelling, so I tend to speak louder than normal. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. You will support me that way. And you can also support me by becoming a patron or buying me a coffee on ko-fi.com. You can find all of that information in the description of this video. Once I finish streaming, I will add all of that information. And you can join me for the next stream this Friday. You can keep an eye on my social media. I'll keep you posted when that stream is going to happen, or just in case it isn't happening. But I do regularly stream Tuesdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. CET That's Central European time, so you can join me then. And yeah, if the regularly scheduled live stream isn't happening, I generally announce it on Instagram, so you can check that if you're unsure. I hope to see you next time. Until then, bye!